Kongoi chitab Kalenjin kaya kebwatwech tienindet notok Joel arap Kimeto kole ikere ne chitab Kalenjin kakibwa kora eng saisiekab kora kemi episode 10 nebo ikere ne chitab Kalenjin. Kongoi biik tugul chemi kebeberwek cheterchin, kongoi biik chakere kashi kostreamen, kongoi biik chekakere kashi koingian exactly kilen pole makiitu en time kosubkei ak ng'alekab musoknotet kimi komie, kimi chonjo balozi kong'ete kebeberta ni emetab South Australia the land down under kimi komie balozi tikebore ak na kikure sama akere boisiek koketai omi emet nimbo emetab kikure nekile Joe Biden kaitit olong'wong ameche kityo kochamda maamuch alany nanyu kosubkei ak ng'alekab maat anan lolong'yet nekitindoi eng kebebertab emetab Australia. Kongoi biik chakere kostreameni akere kakondoi nekekure Julia Chirchir, Julia Mosong, chitab Adelaide emetab South Australia ako kalecho chitab kokwet nebo president eng kebeberta nimbo Kapseret anan county nebo Uasin Gishu. Kongoi Julia, akerin ame kaitunen on mi chonjo. Kongoi akere chi nekikure Sandos Brian kopeperushanech kobun kebebertab Melbourne Australia, kebeberta nekomi lockdown for 5 days kosubkei ak corona. Kongoi Santo Oshian olaikan pageit anan olaikan pageit nyo ak Oshian kimira eng mtandao nebo YouTube ak mtandao nebo Facebook sikonyorwech biik amu ng'alek chekimeche keng'alale ak president nenyo nebo katab kaa ko ng'alek cheechen. Biik chetomo kokere president ko itinye kelchin eng betutab rani ikere live eng tetutienyo nebo ikere ne chitab Kalenjin. Kongoi akere mama kora Targok kong'ete kebeberta nimbo Columbus Ohio mi tune mi locked ak timit tugul nebo for change kimwae kele kongoi olaikan Oshian show nebo betutab rani amu ng'alek cheking'olole eng betutab rani ko ng'alek chechang chetinyin eng oret agenge masikomwaun president bandanyi ole kiwet koek president nebo kotab kaa the biggest organization eng dunia nekile kotab kaa itinye kelchin. Ngotko kikose kityo kotab kaa kometwage ngimi yobo tulwo mwetuni relaxan kidogo sikas 1-on-1 anan live from kebebertab olimbo Houston Texas. Ameche tarekognaisan akere chi nekikure Dorin Chelagat kopeperushanech kobun kebeberta nebo county nebo Nairobi olimbo emetab Kenya. Ako inendet koyae boisiet neo kora eng emetab Kenya, kiboiboen Dorin. Kongoi kora akere akere my father boiyot nenyo akine komakichilchin yo nekit. Akere kakomong kabisa kobun kokwet nebo Tulwa Mutuny eng county nebo Uasin Gishu. Mi akine kakotunenin boiyot kabisa isubech chini kwa chini. Balozi Peter Rono kongeng'ololi imwowo ile kakoit ki nekekure Snow. Kale tobarekei ak Snow anan koyelgei Balozi Peter Rono.
Kongoi Osea ak taonyo nebo betutab rani ko biik tugul chekakobwa kemeche ketacha kele karibu eng tetutienyo nebo tos ikere ne chitab Kalenjin nemeche ketou. Osea toko kaitit olep sang, kaitit kabisa, yani mi snow. Kit nebo maajabu nekoaak eng Amerika ini ko ole mitei akot president ole cham komanyoru eng kenyisiek 30 kotomo konyoru snow neteni, lakini konyor ako inetegei nguno kole kiyoe ne yeit snow. So kotokomwoiwech eng tai yo kole yekaketach toot komwoiwech kole oyie une snow anan kokonetitake ano, ko inetegei biikab Texas. Ko kimeche ketach ak akwek tugul cheosubech eng Facebook, cheosubech eng YouTube, kemeche ketacha kele karibu eng tetutienyo nebo tos ikere ne, kemitei episode number 10, taonyo nebo number 10 komeche sikemwoiwok eng yu, komeche sikokatis eng tai yo konekit ketou. Kemeche ketach ak tugul kele karibu, kokararan wikit Osea, kichomegei nebo man. Ko Osea ngawek masa meche taiacknowledgean biik cheisubech, kongoi kimeche kityo kesom kele yeichut ilaikan ak ishean amu kimeche konyor biik chemang'ering'en. Ko kongoi eng akwek tugul choibe boroindo sikobit kemite tugul, kimeche sikekas atindiot nebo taonyo nebo betutab rani. Ko Osea ngawekun ameche taiacknowledgean biik cheisubech.
Kongoi Balozi Peter Rono, kaiwekwa soet kong'ete kebeberta nimbo Columbus Ohio akoi kebebertab Adelaide South Australia. Ngeng'ololi Balozi Peter Rono kakituitoi kainik cheng'ering'en sikeit saa 6 eng emetab Australia. Emoni eb Australia ko emet age president neo katikemwae nyo ilen masiruto inyo emetab Australia. Ngengalali komi biik cheame sapa, ngengalali komi biik cheruitos, ngengalali komi biik chemi katikati ako emet agenge. Kongoi eng biik chakere koitu kopeperushanwech kobun kebeberwek cheterchin. Kongoi timit nebo kebebertab Adelaide ole ami ole South Australia. Kongoi angot Sami ko fan nenyo namba moja akobun county nebo Bomet. Kongoi Arap Sulo akerin kerwa mekanika boyot kok nenyo nebo kebeberta nebo Adelaide South Australia imi chonjo. Kongoi kora ak family tugul ak biik chekakimi kora eng betutab rani timitab global eng kebeberwek tugul. Arap Soimo akerin imi kebebertab olimbo Dubai, angot Cheptanui, angot Prudence, angot Mais ak timit tugul nebo kebebertab olimbo Dubai, angot boyot Moses boyot nderboindet agenge ne kwerioti basisiek cho echen eng kebebertab olimbo Dubai. Akere kakomang Moses nya kosubech chini kwa chini biik tugul. Akere chinyon Simba ni moja kobun Kabikwen eng county nebo Nandi County ak biik tugul chebo Nandi County kimwae kongoi all represented ak biik tugul timit Omar fans chechok chekochama beku program kimwa kokwet biikab kosirai ole kirioktoi benchmarking eng kebeberwek tugul eng biik alak ngomanda chitab kosirai komautie kotae analysis balozi Peter Rono anyoru ngeba county nebo Nandi kondoi kosirai, kebwa county nebo Uasin Gishu kondoi kokwet nekekure Siwa county nebo Uasin Gishu komaya kora ameche kityo taib nafas kora tamwachi biik chok family tugul nenyo kokibet ak tilyani mama nemi Siwa mwae pole ak family tugul nebo kap Chepsuga. Kakimi kora unyu ak biik chebo kokwet, kakimi ak biik chekami Kabedi na Ruta eng betutab rani kemwochin tugul kele pole kokaikai kamuktaindet ak biik tugul chetinye tiritinwek cheterchin kiteleli koboto eng programit nyoni Igeere ne chitab Kalenjin. Kongoi kora akere chi nekikure Emmanuel Serem ko chi nebunu county nebo Trans Nzoia. Kongoi Arap Serem akosubech kobun taunit neo nebo Nairobi County. Kongoi Isa Arap Serem kosubech kora. Akere komi Western Australia olimbo Perth akosubech Milok. Kongoi ak biik tugul. Ainea Kipkemboi kosubech kobun Cyprus ko kebeberta nimbo Europe. Emet age nengiwe korok kelechin lugait nong'ung makitambwani Kiingereza, makitambwani inetkei lugait nebo emoni komi murerenono kebebertab olimbo Cyprus eng Europe. Chito neng'ololi Greek kuyo ng'ololi kutit. It's a challenge ngate kora kerib kutinyo nebo Kalenjin. Kongoi Daktari Millicent Chepwambok ibeberushanwech kobun Sydney Australia. Olin katwek Kibwambok ko kimi ak president kenyisiek alak olimbo Kansas. Biikab Sydney akere olok ango Tabita Chepkwony ak biik tugul. President nenyo nimbo Western nimbo Kitwek akere imi tune metwau kimeche siketau ing tetutiet eng dakikainik cheng'ering'en chemi tai. Ngotawekun kityo balozi Peter Rono sikosikyi ketestai anan ketau tetutiet.
Kongoi ngakwek tugul chekakosubech biik Mr. President anan chairman nebo kebeberta nebo Australia Kitwek eng kebebertab Australia. Kongoi eng boroindo nekeib. Kongoi ngakwek tugul cheosubech kimeche ketachak eng tetutiet ni ko tetutieng'ung nebo tos ikere ne chitab Kalenjin kemitei episode number 10 eng betutab rani kitinye toonyo ko kakoit toonyo ko kimeche siketou abwoti ale kikono kityo dakikaishek 2 ketou tetutiet nebo betutab rani. Kimeche kemwa kongoi ngakwek tugul eng tokwek cheomitei. Kimeche kotekesom kele yenyo ishian ak imwochi chi nemite kebeberta age tugul neingen sikobit kosub tetutioni, makimeche komisen chi. Ko kakoit toonyo eng betutab rani ko nekit siketou eng dakikaishek 2. Kongoi biikab Australia, kongoi biikab Europe, kongoi biikab Kenya, kongoi biik chebo America. Kingen kele to karon mising eng kebeberta nebo America, lakini kongoi eng boroindo nekoib song'etye. Ko abwoti ale tokojoinene biik alake ko kimeche ketakeng'et biik kaitit koret ko ye kaitit ko abwoti ale noto amune sitom kong'etyo biik ako Jumamos emet eng kebebertab America. So inetegei biikab kebeberta nimbo Texas ak Oklahoma konetegei kole keashavelen kone amu cham komatindoi ichek snow, kocham matinye ko tuguk chekiboisie keshavelen snow. lakini inetegei kunotok kelechin ak mutyo ak kelen ak koribgei mokweri karit amu oye yemite snow ako kaititit olimbo sang kebendi timdo so nematiny so ilechin ak koribgei biik chok chemi kebeberwek chundok ak chi age tugul osea mutyo maat nemite kebebertab Australia angen ale korom olotok lakini ole kokaitit kabisa memondoi sang noto amune ye kotokomi biik ye ngonyor biik nabas kitikin komung'yo so kongoi biik chebo Kenya Simba ni moja kongoi eng sharing noto kaishean kongoi ing chi age tugul neisubech kelechinin karibu eng dakikaiyat agenge ketou tetutiet nebo betutab rani ko osea mongen koto ikere biik eng kebebertang'ung asiketou eng dakikaiyat agenge.
Kongoi balozi Peter Rono, agere kotukoingiani biik, koi kotukoingiani kabisa. Kongoi agere ambassador Kiprop komi kebebertab olimbo Western Australia, inendet netelelchin sports eng kebebertab Western Australia. Kongoi Kiprop ak timitab Western Australia, chitab cheptiret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu. Agere Roli Sirma, Roda Sirma ko chitab Kosirai olimbo emetab Kenya ako kakoit kobun kebebertab Western Australia. Mi Kosirai age kora nebo Western Australia, kongoi Roda Sirma, kimi pamoja. Agere chi nekure Betsy Kebenei, kemi kebebertab Adelaide, kale tilya nebo president katanamnegei kainai, kongoi Betsy, kimi pamoja akobunu olimbo Chepterit eng county nebo Nandi county. Kongoi kora Mesha Kipruto kobun kebebertab olimbo Doha Qatar, kimwae kongoi ak biik tugul cheingiani, biik tugul kimeche kityo kele shian laikan balozi Peter Rono amakitou tetutiet ameche kora takongratuleten biik chekograduaten eng betusiek aeng chekokitindoi graduation eng kebeberta neb Adelaide South Australia, angot Tracy Kiptoo, angot Mercy Cherwon, kilechin ak pongezi lagok chok chekibwa emetab Australia akonyo proven through somanet. Kongoi kora agere Espon koet komi yu kebebertab Adelaide nekakimi taikainik cheterchin ak biik chekakimi koretab kereker. Agere Espon kaingian akomi inendet mashinani konyoise eng olimbo Riverland, olimbo Camera ole kiami kilomita 300. Kongoi Espon, kimi pamoja ak biik tugul chekakoingian. Makolo balozi Peter Rono, kaikai ketou sikonamchi tai biik cheingiani moja kwa moja ngawekun soet.
Kongoi osea ko iye kakas imwoe ketekemwoe congratulation eng tibik chotok kele ko graduaten kouni mi in danger boy child amu makas imwoe ilen mi kijanaek ko mutyo lakini oye sitekikilgei eng yotok meche soko kotaketeb eng tai yo kele amune sikakochang'a biik anan kakochang'a lagok chok tibik che graduateni kosir kijanaek ko iye kibendi ketou tetutiet eng dakikaiyat nemite tai ko kimeche ketachin chitab Kalenjin ni ko tetutieng'ung nebo tos ikere ne kemite 10th episode nebo betutab rani kitinye toot anan kitinye toonyo nekimeche sikomwoiwech nekakinyorchi kebeberta nebo America ini kikeng'etye kebun olimbo Australia nyekebe olimbo Canada nyekeweke kebe Mexico nyekebe olimbo Europe kikesungukan ak nekakiweke emetab America eng betutab rani ko kinyekebe kebebertab Kenya kibendi kecheng'e biik chok amu kimeche kenyoru atindiotab chi age tugul asikechergei ko ki bororiet muche kocherin chi eng bandanyi asikobit kiro kele kakitestai ko ki bororiet so kicheng'e biik chok kobun tokwek cheterchin kobun ole kiba biik chok kimeche kenai kele kibetita ano king'etyo ano ako mieno nguno kwae ne so notok amune sikakicheng toonyo nebo betutab rani kemeche kenai atindionyi so kimeche ketachin eng betutab rani ko kibendi ketou tetutiet nebo betutab rani ko kakimwa kibendi ketou tetutiet nebo betutab rani ko karibu chitab Kalenjin eng olda tugul ole imi kibendi ketou tetutienyo kou ye kamwaun ketinye toot namba 10 toonyo namba 10 ko inendet kekure Erick Kebenei ko kakinyorchi taonitab Houston, Texas. Ko kebendi ketou tetutiet kemeche kenai kele mine kebeberita bo Houston, Texas. Atyem achikil eng yu asaker ale oye kimeche kero kora kele ne nekenyorchin kebeberatak ko kebeberta nebo Houston, Texas anan Texas ko jimboit agenge eng jimboisiek eng kebebertab America ko jimboit ne namba oeng eng koindo eng kebebertab America rubegei ak nekile Alaska ko tatunge bendi Alaska kora sikenai ko namba oeng jimboini eng koindo eng kebebertab America area nenyinet ko 268,596 square miles noto ko kergei ak 695,662 kilometer square. Population nebo kebeberita bo Texas ko no abwati ale 29 million kai 29 million abwati ale chenge 30 million namba oeng kora eng kebebertab America. GDP notok mogornotetab kebeberita bo Texas anan jimboitab Texas in 2019 ko $1.887 trillion namba oeng eng kebebertab America rubegei ak olimbo California. Per capita income kepchei mogornotetab kebeberita bo Texas ndakipchei mogornotet koibe chitugul 65,077. Igere ile mi barak 2019 no. Ko Houston ole kakinyorchi taonyo nebo betutab rani ko taonit namba ang'wan eng kebeberta nebo America eng taonishekab America indoito New York, korub olimbo Los Angeles, nyokorub olimbo Illinois, Chicago atya koek anyun Houston netindoi 2.3 million people. Eng olindok Texas nitok koinyorchin nekile Texas Medical Center. Mongen kot kwae anan mi olotok ingen taonyo nebo betutab rani kokile medical center ini konyoru biik 7.2 million patients, yani sipitali neo nenyoru patients cheite 7.2 million. Eng kenyit Houston ko kokile chang biik chebunu tokwek cheterchin diverse, kokile kong'ololi languages eng yundo chemong'ering, tindoi karibu 145 languages. Kokile eng Houston nitok ko nginyoru eng biik ang'wan ko chito agenge kobunu sang. So ngot imeche icheng'e ile tungenyo America nyiyuano, abwoti ale ko Houston ko ole kararan eng rutoito amu diverse kabisa kebeberita. Kinyorchin kaniset agenge neo necham akere nekile Lakewood Church, mongen ngot kowendi taonyo olotok. Kanisani kobo Joel Austin, kaniset neo kabisa. Ko kararan kebeberita bo Houston, ngimeche icheng ole kirutochin eng kebebertab America ko kararan Houston. So atyeme ale kararan kabisa Houston ako sikomwoiwech taot nebo betutab rani ko kibendi kenyoru taonyo kemeche kokat bororietab Kalenjin ko Mr. Erick ko kongoi amu kenyoru boroindo asikobit ketuiye eng betutab rani tugul kemite tugul koi taonyo namba 10 ko Mr. President anan Erick Kebenei. Kimeche anyun kenai kele Erick Kebenei ni ko ng'o, ibunu kokwet ngiro eng olimbo gaa, kisoman primary ano atya iwe secondary ano. Ikat bororiet korok Mr. Erick.
Okay. Igasa?
Akasin.
Okay. All right. Chamge balozi. Kongoi kapsa. Kongoi balozi Rono. Kongoi Hosea. Neta ameja agat big tukul jemi online. Ane abunu kapsare. Lakini initially I was born in Langas. Big chibunu wasingishu kongen olemi Langas. Langas go originally, for those who don't know, Langas go, it's a Nandi name. It came from area big chibunu Nandi got ongen Kipture. There's a small village in Kipture, Negilen Langas. So initially, give me by check up what your Sitan and so on. That moved from Kipture to Wasingishu. So they bought the land and they gave the name Langas. So one of those was my grandfather, most Arab Chepkesu. So this is in Langas. In 1992, during the clashes, our house was burned. So we moved to Kapsaret. So from Kapsaret, our school, St. Joseph's Primary School, in village inyo Kapsare, from class 4 to class 8. Secondary, we Chevisas Boys, AIC Chevisas Boys High School, Form 1 to Form 3. Form 4, I went to Chepkoilel High School in village Nigilen, Queenate Taik doing you. And then after that, Anyor Nafas, Anyor American. Yes.
Kongoi, Mr. President. Kongoi, we baru kele ndagi magbel in court ngolimba langas, tete be langas ako ilagini.
Yes.
Kongoi ako kana iki agenge amu komangen ole kipture nekemwa ko kipture naba Nandi anan kipture nebo ano.
Yeah, kipture naba Nandi.
Okay, so kipture ko nekit olinda karibu olinyonet ngolimban Kapsabet. Kongoi kingetie bichota kongoi koimwoiwech ile langas ko kainet nebo Kalenjin kongoi kakenai eng yo ko nekomakingen ko Mr. President kaimwa eng yo ile koi inerchi anan koietchi kebeberatak nyeiwe kimasin isungukan karibu ketare sukulishek oeng kele ketare secondary schoolishek oeng ko mongen ngo ki uatengung ko keu kongetege Chebisas Boys akiwe sukulit ni age ko kiwendi kokecham anan kikalya mongen kosimwoiwech akoi tos kiroisi bandangung anan kiui
in secondary
school, yeah.
Okay. In secondary school, in Chebisas, I mean, gisa lagini by form 3, end of form 3, kogi with ngalegi doing you. I transferred to Chepkoilel High School, so it was okay.
Given ngala abwati kitom koit ngalekab belsetab sukulishek anan kongoi so i transfer niwe kamasin ichenge sobet ko ketar secondary school Mr. President korup ne kiyai kas eng Kenya anan kirup ne?
Yes, I finished in 2001. 2002 Anyor Nafas, I untrained teacher in Chepkoilel High School. So I taught chemistry, physics, and maths for a whole year without pay. It was a volunteer position.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, it was in Chepkoilel High School. The principal there, Mr. Nyabuto, is currently teaching in a college in Nairobi. Go on a fast. Well, hey, instead of staying at home, come here. We offer you accommodation here and help your former students, former colleagues. So I did that. On the side, Jama aldai nini bricks and tiles for a small fee. For every tile, Jama nyorus munit 50 cents. You might, yeah.
Yeldoji ni chian ang gije guget kibango in tiles yeldai.
Company boyot again gilen Muya. Angen being Chibunel Red Ongen Muya house. It is that family. They had bricks and tiles company. So only one tile those days was 26 shillings. Again, commission and you go 50 cents. Smooth. So
that
was okay. My side hustle. So I was DJ salesman as a tiles and bricks salesman.
Kongoi. Ko eng kainetisye kenyit agenge eng sukulin ne kabinetisye atye nyo iyai kibarua anan kele kiyoe on the site u kele kinetisye ak iyoe on the site. Korum ne kinye kaitar kinetisye kenyit agenge kolya den korum ne eng yoto.
I got a chance to be admitted to Kenyatta University, lakini kimame jawe local university kabisa. Amu gimi chorwenyu egiago nyu America. Emmanuel Lagat menye Dallas nguno. So I lady to send me the papers. Back then, give me online application. You know, we had to fill on paper. and send it to the school. So I fill in application never Central Missouri State University. Lakini so that's why I worked. I needed the money to get the passport, to get the embassy application fees, the school application. So I paid all that, ngalega the salesman position in the Muya tiles factory. And then I saved. When I got enough money, I applied in Central Missouri, Anyor Nafas, our embassy, Kegona visa.
Ko Kenyo America on self-sponsored anan ginyoru scholarship anan genyoru ndono ko kenyor chono rabinik anan giarambe mongen ko kimeche kora kenai kunoto kele kikoinyoru ndono mainyoru anan kinyoru scholarship.
Okay, good. Aja, wanyoru partial academic scholarship in Central Missouri University. Lakini the one thing about these partial scholarships, it's very minimal. So the local people, my local church, AIC Mosombor, they came together, something small, to give me a jump start. So I'm that I'm representing them, and I'm representing Kapsaret. We will talk more.
Kongoi Mr. President ugele kikiarambe kitikin sokonyi chepkondok chekimache mainyoru scholarship. Inyo kainyo anyun America Mr. President anan Erick Kebenei ko nyeisomanchi ne ing kebebertab America ako tos kiune bandang'ung America kiroisi anan kiui kaimwang'yo ile kiasolen kou kele kakiyakotoi ng'alek chebo asolen so ing olimbo Kenya ko kinyeyai ne ing ole si kiui anan kiroisi bandang'ung ako kisomanchi ne.
Okay, now America the idea that you have from Kenya. So when I landed here, get me dreams. America, by international relation and IT. I was 19 years old. Reality set in. You realize school fees is $20,000. You only have $2,000. Magat chakula, accommodation, So I sat down with my local friends. The person who hosted me, another man, Vincent Sumbae, a very good friend of mine. You only have $2,000. School fees go $20,000. I told me there's accommodation, chakula, health insurance. The most important thing is Sabir. With school. So so what we did, I went to school for 1 semester. I got dropped in school the next semester. I got biashara kidogo new hustling kidogo kazi shekine. So for a whole year, 2004 and 2005, my school, I just worked. I got saving kapsa. I worked 16 hours a day. Gila. I did car wash, supermarket, loading boxes, warehouse loading boxes. But I worked every day, saved for 2 years without going to school. I lived very frugally. I was just saving. I was not spending, not driving fancy cars. And and I thank God, good mentors. The current MP Neba Aldai, Cornelia Serem, my very good friend Vincent Sumbae, they told me the most important thing, maybe in this school, was saving your money. do not spend your money. Just work and you're saving. So yeah, I was just going to work at church on Sunday. Work church Sunday, I got saving. After 2 years, I had saved enough money. I went to school full time. Yes.
Kongoi Mr. President, kita meche konai biik kora ko kaikai kasarata ko kitokocham kimuchi mande eng sukul atya iweke betusiechu ko kikochenjen amu ngimande eng sukul ieku out of status keonin kokenyiwe so kikowalak sobet kitikin lakini kongoi amu kasarta noto ko kiimuchi imande ak ipiyai kasi atya nyiweke sukul akoto imuchi kora iweku status kimuchi iweku imiole larani ngimande out of school ko kiwe koui kelechinin mande korok sipicheng anyun chomchinet iweke kokeny so kaiweke sukul Mr. President anan Erick Kebenei ko nyeisomonchi ne kinyeisomonchi ne nguno eng yuto keweke after 2 years koitebi iyosolen kitikin eng yu iya cheteche kiyai kokas kele kiun karisiek kiyai ne iwe warehouse iyai tuguk cheteche kiyai nyeiweke kebisomonchi ne ako kenyeiweke sukulit king'ung anan kiwe sukulit age kora.
So at that time, school it's a community college. A community college only co-equivalence never mujale polytechnic in Kenya is.
Yeah.
So yeah, equivalence never polytechnic. So in a community college, and you're an associate degree. Associate degree kora go diploma is in Kenya. So I know associate degree in nursing, you know, only money and I what in Australia in nursing go, you know, it's a well-paying job, at least at that time. So I knew after 2 years I knew my associate degree. I got our classes. Like I did not want to stop because I knew once you stop in a leg up school, you'll never go back again. Because from my experience, I realized it was crazy at the first time. So I went to school. From there, I was school in the University of Texas in Arlington. University of Texas, and you're my bachelor's degree or in nursing. I got tested and you're my master's.
Mr. President, kejakta kitikin. So ukele kemongu eng junior college anan kilen community college. So community college itab Kalenjin ko kakile junior college. So abwati ale kiwe amu mi ng'uny alyetab it's a little cheaper based on chepkondok chekiai seven ko kityeme kora iro ile kenyoru sikobit itestai nyiwe junior college ibitar eng yotok kou kele kemi Kansas kanyinyo ole Texas kokenyis amu keng'ete Arlington komi Texas so ko kaitar junior college ako keribke eng yo mwanyin dolayat ngwanyinyi silingit maraisi kewekse sukul so nyeing'et eng yundo kiwe Texas so kaimong'ungin Missouri anan Kansas nyiwe Texas.
Yeah. Kutoma testai balozi yanwa I add something. Something I want to link to that. Imagine anybody coming to America, especially the young people, instead of going to these big universities, and it's very good to go to a community college. I'm cheap, you know, cheap agombi program that you can get employed after you're done. I'm going to go in example. Let's say University of Texas, school fees going to go 30,000. And community college, school fees go $4,000 a semester, $3,000 a semester. I will be programs, technical programs, nursing, welding, plumbing, you know, those are the things that we don't look at. It's very necessary. So being only consider that. Consider talking to people that live in your city or leaders who are there will give you guidance. See, okay, what is the best path? Like Nguno, 2 boys in my house, Nguno. they came to a university last year. After one semester, I guided them, go to me community college, and they are able to pay without struggling. Okay, get the start.
Kongoy Mr. Erick Kebenei ko kararan eng man chi age tugul che yogu lagok ko kararan nyikiro ngalekab junior college notok ko amune rahisi chipa kitikin kosubkei ak olin ko usually kemeche ko itebi yeku resident so imuchi nyeimeng'ishe kitikin atya iclaimen iweke sukul ilipan nusu anan ilipan okot a quarter che katelipani kokewe 4 years kong'etar 2 years iboisie diploma notok ko ngisom kasi itesetai koya tugul iwe sukul ko kongoi akobo notok koimong'u ing yotok ako kanyaiyai ibiwe Texas koiwe Texas kanyaisoman ibitare degree neng'ung atya kele nyeiwe kora itestai ko Mr. President teisomanchini nursing anan kaiwal so ingele tukchu kora ngap iwe ko kararanit oli ng'ololchi choronok kolechin achicha kararan yu keek ni so kanyaitesetai ne
the same nursing kora I anyoru a bachelor's in nursing amu my idea kemeja negile nurse practitioner ntayo I work so here I went and did my bachelor's in nursing in Texas, University of Texas. So I was lucky enough, I graduated, and at the same time I was working. Not only a diploma, you can continue working as a profession. I get tested in school, And nowadays, there are many options. There are also online classes. Someone in God, you do your online courses in the house. It's very convenient, especially for those that have family too,
Kongoi. So kaitar nursing nung'unget yuto ketar junior college kainyoru diploma inyoru kasi nebo yasa nurse itestai ak iwe sukul itestai kora itar undergraduate nung'unget itestai iyai kasit maimete kasing'ung ko iyai masters iyoe kasi anan kemete ak iwe kasi
Haja, at that time, my last year, so I was still working, working 3 days a week, school 3 days when I was doing my masters. That program was an intensive internship on a given clinical, but it's the same thing as internship.
Kongoi Mr. President kit nekocheng eng yo ko ingele tebe chi kole keyaita ano sukul akimi kasi ingele mara kolen chito rahisi ko kameche kora amu kit nebo komonut kinetkei kikilen time management amu keba sukul ak nyekeyai nursing ko makito ne rahisi so kiyaita ano kibalanceanda ano ako inye ing yuto koto ii kijanayat mining ko lazima kora imeche mi choronok ako weekend komeche biik kora keavan party anan ko ki neu no ko kibalanceanda ano choto tugul.
Yeah, the one thing that America taught me for time management, self-discipline, and I have to also go back. In Chevisas, in high school, they used to teach us this. Self-discipline, our principal then used to talk about self-discipline, but I didn't get it until I got here. Because now, school fees is new, and the school fees is very expensive for the master's program. At that time, they were not offering scholarship. So I had to pay out of pocket. So time management is very important. Not only major and the young people that come to this country is time management, self-discipline, and seeking a mentor. Because you talk to when you run into a difficulty, it's very important. Seek a mentor, talk to them, especially people who've done what you are trying to do. So give me the engineer, engineer already. Your mentor. Give me a nurse, a nurse, and give me the mwalimu, whatever. It's very important.
Kongoi Erick, ko eng iman ko kararan kimeche kemwochi kora biik cho kelechi bo komonut chito nenyokomutu lakweng'ung airport. Meyokte kityo lakwet kwo, chito nenyokomutu lakweng'ung airport koeku lakweng'ung chichotok, so kararan inai ak icheng a mentor ko iye. Bo komonut cham kemwochini biik Mr. Erick kelechini ngimeche iegu mokoryo irobkei mokoryo, ngimeche ing'omitu irobkei chi neng'om. So noto amune sikelen cheng a mentor. So Erick, ing olimbo gaa kora kingen kele cham komi no kokaiyai kasi koitu simoshek chelen iyokwech ing olimbo gaa, imi hustling ing oli iyoe boisiet neiyoe ko mara ing olimbo gaa kelen wiruke ngoikage mekonuke. So mi kora biik chekosech ako mechei ngap kikochi lagok kot koek chito depressed kosubkei ak simoshek cheitu chemeche biik rabinik eng gaa, ako ngoli imeche chepkondok kora cheilipane sukul, imeche cheilipane kot, insurance, karit ak tukcho tugul. Imwochini ne biik amu sikokochi kamung'et lagok, inyoru kinaosea eng olin koitu simoshek eng olin, kimeche harambee, kimeche ne tukchu tugul chu, ako lazima ilipan sukul amakiyokuke kora eng olimbo gaa bot chukiche.
Yeah. Okay, kit nemeche amwochi biik Kenya olin konyo lakweng'ung America, Australia, Dubai, meche ogaji nafas at least 5 years. Ogaji kabisa, yani ogaji nafas, you know, considering lakwet konai oleu emana, you know, so that they can be stable. Lakini ngo vitisi made the first day akolanda njita in America and in Australia, they will become depressed. They're trying to survive. So ogaji at least 5 years. Ameja sama kabisa, ameja samsigi, akchoro no, jemi Kenya. Kwanza kutitinye yakchi amu gorom onge dole dollar yako $1 go 100 shillings ngolin. So kama tinye kazi jita ingoli gorom ne. So amejo ogaji nafas. My advice go ogaji at least 5 years on the minimum. And unless when you jita oli chap kidogo when you to truck driving, where it's a very well paying job for those who do it. There are those who come maybe to one only agole hey, you know, man school, but we'll talk more about that. So if somebody comes when you jita gole okay, asawa, it's different. Lakini kotuko school jita ogaji at least 5 years. I go stop. Yes.
Kongoi kakokas biik, kongoi nyoto Erick amu in korom ing olimbo gaa itu chito ko immediately kakebir kele ngumeyokuke koek chito depressed. So kikeborye, abwoti ale eng boisiet neiyoe kora beside noto bo neinyoisei komi kora neng'ololchini biik chebo lagok chekakebir chekoek biik depressed. Kitou kebirwech simoshek kele oye ongesoru chito eng sipitali anan inyoi okot biik chekaek depressed chemanoe aka pressure nebunu gaa eng ng'alekab silingit. So kararan kikochi lagok anan kikochi biik chekabwa kenyisiek 5 at least sikobit keteb kele une ngokakokimit chito. Ko kaketestai eng yu, kaiwe sukul, kaitar masters, iyai ne, iyoe kasi anan iyoe ne kasing'ung? Amu kakamwa eng tai yo, kamwa akobo sipitalit ni netindoi karibu 7.2 million patients chebwone. Tos imi olotok anan ano?
Yeah. Okay, let me correct you. Correct. That Texas Medical Center, from a sipitali agenge, it's accumulations of many hospitals in one area. It's around almost 50 hospitals. So Texas Medical Center is actually the biggest medical center in the world. So Charles Sipitali. So I work in one of them. So I did my master's in a family nurse practitioner. Nurse practitioner only, who we independently treat patients. We, you know, see, I would not say ni kama daktari, but ni mini. You would say mini. We don't have a medical degree, so sisi madaktari.
Uboishe yak daktari.
Yes, unoto.
Ngumami daktari ko inyende na nyagenyoru sige consultant
Yes.
daktari.
Bas, unoto. So, and yes, I work in Texas Medical Center. Yeah, in a one hospital.
So ko ibo isyen nyu ka ko kenyisiek ata iyoe kasit nebo nitong ni inyoisei?
In Texas, I'm only go 4 years.
4
and
years.
5 years this year. 5 years now. Yes, 5 years.
5 years. Kongoi Erick. So inyoisei anan imitei iyoe eng sipitalishek chu agenge ne kakoet one of the medical center neo nekituyogei sipitalishek. Kito nebo komonut ko katuyetabgei nebo sipitalishek sikokimit noto amune sikokim sipitalini ko iyoe eng agenge. Ko kakinyoru eng yu kele kikurenin Mr. President. Abwoti ale kaiyai kasit kikurenin Mr. President. I president nebo ano anan
Okay.
nebo kibagenge ngiro nebo emet ngiro anan kibagenge ngiro ako kikikwain anan kikwaigei?
Okay. Ongoi. Before I address that, gona yanwa angalau kidogo ngiyo ngalega hospitalishek. I may just big up Kalenjin chemi Kenya ulin, especially those ones who are medical doctors or nurses. Money, it's good for healthcare. You know, they pay very well as compared to obviously what they make there. So in Kenya, especially nurses, there are many agencies that directly hire nurses from Philippines, Kenya, Mexico to come work here. At the hospital I work, there are many people there, especially nurses, all over the place, working through an agency. You don't have to go to school here. So if you're with a nurse and a doctor, it's very easy, and you don't need anybody to do this for you. You can actually do online agencies that actually offer that. And you know, if you don't know how to access that, you can always reach out to people that are here. They will help you and guide you. And especially in Guno and Alega COVID, the healthcare system here has been strained. And so that is qualified as a nurse, tell him or her to look into these things. And they need to do self-initiative. Don't wait for somebody to come and do it for you. Now I'm speaking directly to the professionals now, the nurses in Kenya. Go online, look for these agencies. And chances are high, they will process even the visa for you. Yeah, you get contracts.
Ngotesyin yotok Erick amu bo komonut yotok kianyoru okiliot nebo immigration kole kokentoi special visa imuchi kofilan kotoret chito konyo eng nursing ak konyor eventually imuchi inyoru green card inyoru chamchinet inyo. Ko kemeche kesom kora amu kikochang'a agencies chebo lembech ko kararan amu kitinye nurses chechang chebo bororietab Kalenjin chemi emoni ko cheng agenge sitebe ilechi tos sipitaling'ung kotindoi nafas nebo biik nurses singyesome itinye chito neimuchi kotoretin. Ko mi boroinwek kunotok ako kit nebo komonut noteschini Mr. Erick ko nakemwa ile self initiative meitebe Erick ilechini mwoiwo ameche itou kasit inyendet iaplayan ak iteb eng yekainyoru sitebe kityo ilechini une tos ba iman tos ba lembech komwoun the process. So testai Erick ko kakebe eng yo Erick akateb eng yo ale
Balozi, one minute in Alega agencies. There are many fake agencies, but the number one red flag, any agency send us $50, send us $100. That is a red flag. Don't send any money. That is the red flag. Among the true agencies, they will not ask money from you. That is the thing.
Kongoi ko kaikas chi eng yo ngikas ketebenan kele iyogu siling nebo process inai ile lembech iteb korok ile kolyon noto amune itebe chito nemi kimase sikobit kiro kele kakitestai. Chang nurses chebunu kebeberwekab Philippines, kebeberwek alak kimeche kiro kobun Kenya kora chechang. Ko ketesetai eng yu kakateb tebutiet eng yo ale kaiyai kasi kenyisiek 4 eng olimbo Texas anan Houston kayechete che yoe ko abwati ale imuchi kifailanun kapkasi ko failanun inyoru mengotet ing emoni amu ingelat kan kora yenyo kokenyone kinyone ko a student komuchi kifailanun kapkasi asokobit iyai kasit noto amu kakesirin kasit iyoe kasi ak itesetai kanyoru ing yo lekikurenin Mr. President kotakurenen Erick ing yo lekikurenin Mr. President kameche kityo ateb ale I president nebo ano ako kikwein ngo anan kikweigei.
Okay. Kongoi balozi. Our president nebo Gotbgaa International. Gotbgaa International ko an organization nebo big up Kalenjin in United States of America. Agetinye angot another chapter in Kenya lakini that one siya moi work badai. So Gotbgaa nebo America ko gitinye in total kongete the founding in 2003 ago nguno, you know, membership about Gotbgaa go around 5,000 I would say. Lakini size registered members go between 1,000 and 2,000. Like there are members who register and come, you know, overlapping members, you know. So what we have chapters in different states and cities, and Gotbgaa was founded by none other than Balozi Peter Rono here, my interviewer, and his friends, Professor Otich and Professor Gut, and among others, in 2003. So it is an 18-year-old organization that has grown over the years. And Igeere in 2018, for the first time, we have an election. All members wanapiga kura, and walinipigia kura ya kwanza 2018 in Iowa, and then in 2020 last year wakanipigia kura tena nikashinda my second and last term, na nashukuru sana. I'm able to be up Kalenjin Kongoi Hamu. It is a privilege to be able to be again, you know, the Kalenjin nation. So Kongoi Balozi.
Ko Mr. President, agugurnen nguno Mr. President kagenai kele kakikikwein. Ko eng administration ngunget iyoe kityongon anan itinye kandoik alak ingele ingolin kap konyor chito kandoinatet korulen inegei, so akakekas kele Gotbgaa ko organization nekakotebi 18 years kakebwa chang tuguk mesite imwoiwech ile boisieng'wong ko ne itinye biik cheondochini tugul anan indochini kityo.
Actually, I don't even rule. I'm just a servant among many great people. I have, I think, a vice president, Janet Boyd Kania, Bunu Minnesota. I think national coordinator, Joseph Kebenei, Bunu Washington DC. I think Secretary General, Madam SG, Janet Ruto, Bunu Dallas, Texas. Our very able treasurer, Lillian Maswai, Bunu Minnesota. Biju, Joseph Bunu Ziwa in Kenya, and Ajad Maziwa, Cheptiret, and then Lillian Janet Bunu Ziwa, Janet Ruto Bunu Bomet, and then of course Ane from Kapsaret. Yeah.
Kongoi, so kaitinye administration akagere ay boisiet nekararan kimeche kemwoiwo kongoi eng timing'ung notok nebo Gotbgaa. Mr. President, chang tuguk chetesetai eng Gotbgaa amu mi ng'alechu kakimwoe chu ngap kakoet pressure eng olin bo gaa. Koek chito depressed anan koyok chito lakwet koyokune kole kakonyor sukul konyor nekile partial scholarship, kolen chito ka scholarship nekakonyor ka kimeche inyechun ole kiyokune 2,000 ako kakimeche 20,000 inyeit ole nyokwo chito sukul. Kakere okot mchango netesetai nebo lakwet nemite kebeberta nebo Texas nekikiyok konyokong'ering'itu chepkondok. Boisieng'wong kongoi eng boisiet newoe ngap kobwa lagok alake kora Mr. President nyokoba taban tun kakoit problem kouit kopir kole oye ocheng kotab gaa. Imwochini ne biik cheu chotok chomi taban amu kakikas kele chang biik ako members chemite ko ng'ering ko ngap kotebi chito membership ngoli mami mutai kangwanit kopir simet kole ochengwech Mr. President. Imwochini ne biik cheu chotok.
Kongoi balozi kaimwochi kit nebo maana. Ameche amwochi biik tugul kotii ak lakwet konyo America, ameche ilechi lakweng'ung kocheng a community in the local area. Amu kotab gaa kitinye local chapters in almost every part of the country. Amu it's important to belong. It's very, very important, especially Emani, manenyo Emani. We are strangers in this country. Memeje lakweng konyo Emani, kweg an island, situn komishida, kweg a bigger problem. So contact a local leader, leaders here, and if you cannot, just go on to gotbgaainternational.org and you'll find our numbers. And the fellow leaders, we can directly register you as a member of Gotbgaa. Sige nine ole okay mi anum nguya kut komigi, we are there for you. Ma angot ngalegap shide shekitio angot celebration, we can come to your graduations, and those things, and we can guide you correctly. Like Nguno, my SG and then Secretary General Janet Ruto, she's in charge of students, and she's done a good job for the last few months. She's helped many students for giving them guidance. We've done some fundraisings for them to cover their school fees. And so let your children seek a belonging. Give me, so we are easily reachable. Many people call me or even they find my number. My number is out there on Facebook, on our website, or the other leaders. And we want you to belong from the start. From the time you land here, belong, you'll get guidance, in your assistance on the right path to take, because this country is a country of laws, and you have to start from the right path. And we're here to guide you. So it's important that when you're like America, let you go seeking a sense of belonging, especially in Gotbgaa. It's a proven organization. So that is very important.
Kongoi, Mr. President, kongoi. Ko Mr. President, chang checham komwoe kole Gotbgaa ko social event, magere tukchu imwoe chu, kere kouyo social event. Nyateban ale ngot ko social, koweche ne amu ingolimba gaa koyogu biik, imuchi koyok kijanaek kicham ketinye program achek necham ketoreti lagok ng'alekab scholarship. Kotokiyogu kijanaek kotoker ale ngotun koek asen angumakiyogu tibik akelen chito bisoman kelechin Mr. President bisoman ibitar PhD atya kelechin ing yo memutwech chepchumbindet amabibet atya komakiyok kora lakwa nenyeituni. So mongen weche ne ngokaek social akongen ane ale kikotungei lagok kora kokakituiyo ang ye social koweche ne ngot ko kaka socially mi tuguk alake che kyoai ing Gotbgaa Mr. President amu simakile kityo social inegei boisione alake other than nguni kobo sukul. Kiakere kora nebo neranik amu cham komwoe lagok, tinye lagok chemengech chekilecho ngobe bong'alal kutit kityo kole that is an event nebo biik che echen manenyo achegei. So kiotou nebo neranik. Number 2 komi ata programs che kiotou ing Gotbgaa cheimuchi kotoret bororiet simutai yemande Mr. President kibwatenen.
Okay, good questions. Let me start with the first one. Getting a youth program in Gotbgaa that is very, very active. And that one is led by my vice president, Janet Boyd-Kania, and a big team of professional young adults. Some of them, actually many of them were born here, first generation Kalenjin, Lagok choice. And a good example, we we have our Miss Kalenjin, the most current Miss Kalenjin in America, Miss Gotbgaa, Brianna Chemutai Burnett. She was born here, and she's working with the leadership to create innovations and it's go about the young people, the importance of being part of Gotbgaa, and she's being a mentor to the young people, and she has a group of other young students. She just recently graduated from university here, and she works for Google. So as a matter of fact, we even have a conference that she will be there teaching the general population, especially the young ones, to be part of Gotbgaa, to see the benefits of being a member of Gotbgaa. And we also offered in our last conference college scholarships through our partnership with the local government over there in Texas, in Dallas, Texas. So that is the most important thing where we want to include the young people. And even in the board, currently, continue board of directors, Gotbgaa, and we have a youth representative, and she was actually also a first generation Kalenjin here. She was born here. Her name is Joy Rope. She was born here. And you know the dad, Moses Rope from Dallas. So she was born here, and she's part of the board so that she can be part of leading the organization. Amumutai, they will take over from us. Our children will take over from us. So that is that number one. Number two, your number two question, there are many other programs that people can benefit in Gotbgaa. And we will go in details as you keep asking the questions. But the one big thing, or rather two big things that are standing right now, was the Benevolence Fund. Benevolence Fund was actually initiated by my previous leader, or rather my predecessor, Faith Langat Korir, Madam President. She did a good job before me. And it's a continuation, you see. So that Benevolence Fund, it's a fund that helps us relieve the burden, Yagabi Musiba, So, and then the next one, the big one now, this is the one that I was privileged.
Mr. President, na loo na meche imwa ko pa kamanut kora nekekure benevolence amu ngosirto chi eng emoni ko kabito chonyo anan koumian chi ko atkan kora ko kele kakiborto kong'etegei ole ko chepkondok chechang kimeche karibu 20,000 cho tugul cho ko abwoti ale benevolence fund ni nekitoi Madam President ak inyeitesetai kobo kamanut amu kwakere ing kwenut youne komutu biikab life insurance nyokotoret sikobit kokimit. Kameche kora imwa kitikin eng yu ile tinyegei ak ne amu atkan kora ko kekose kele kasirto chi koek kele obirchi kotab gaa kotoi kochangan biik chepkondok chechang keiburto eng yu ko nekit 20,000, 25,000, 30,000. Kameche kora kotitiny yoto amu dollars cho ko chepkondok chechang cho keib kityo borto kwo gaa ko kabito chonyo. So yu kakobit life insurance kotoreti ne?
Kongoi Balozi. Now, the Benevolence Fund, we added, during my term, we added where we brought an insurance broker. We educate our people. Our people in Ugole. Death is unfortunately part of life, and it will happen. It will continue to happen. So, Agnoto, we introduced the life insurance. We, getting a broker in our community, a very young man, Kipchumba Kimboy. Actually, many of you Houston, Texas. He is an insurance broker. He's had a few conference calls with us, and we will have more. So, get our people. It's important to have this life insurance. That's why I brought it. Not really me and the leadership. We brought it to the people. And it's important, Amu, when the unfortunate happens, the heaviness is reduced. Amu hingin gole, like Balozi has said, unfortunately, death costs money, a lot of money. So when you have that burden, relieved, Amu you will be able to, the money will be able to help your family, because especially those people who have families. So, and that's why we brought this to our community. So we want that to be part of it. And we have to normalize that. So I think it's important to have this as part of our life.
So kararan kenyoru ng'oliotab life insurance ako kararan benevolence. Kongoi Mr. President ak timing'ung eng boisiet ne kararan notok chetou ng'alekab benevolence amu toretech ako toreti biik eng emoni. Koebo imwoiwech kito age nerube nekiyai anan nekiotou eng kotab gaa ne kameche kora iboisie site imwochi biik mara chetokomi taban chelen social event kityo ni, mara kokere kityo kole ara awendi boe ne akoi yakabit kachonyo sikobwa chito kole oyee otoreto kokeny. Tos boisio ne nekibwotenin eng kotab gaa mutai moimi, Mr. President?
Kongoi Balozi. When I ran for president, giameja kabisa go economic empowerment of our people new. Ingine jitab Kalenjin go jide sete kabisa. Our grandparents go give, it was Wasingishu, like Kipia, Kajiado, all that area. Aga walinua shamba, wakalima, ng'ombe. So aje here in America, we have a wide pool of professionals, businessmen. So what I wanted, a communal ownership of property, because so when I got the chance to be president, Angalaji, all the leaders at that time, Agaleji, Oyanua, a forming group that will create a program or a business on a company. Never big up Tapka. So I was lucky enough, the leaders allowed me. So Anyoru, a group of leaders led by Ogla, the Tama coach from Orlando, Florida, and O'Kigan, the Atlanta, Georgia, among others. And so they actually formed a company, the GIPR or company never big up Gotbgaa. And the idea behind that, we own properties in America. Amu mkono mtupu olambwe. So we get a company, and it was officially launched in 2019. And right now, the company is ongoing, and we are on the path of buying an apartment complex here in America. We haven't decided which city. And that will be a legacy in Ameje, to continue even after I leave. The next leader can take over from there and make it even bigger. The reason why is once Gotbgaa is economically empowered here in America, we can even now be able to assist and bring more people from Kenya or even help them there. And because Gotbgaa is we are still what is called an NGO. So with getting money on the side as a company, we can easily help the people at home. So if you're here in America, anybody here in America, if you have not joined Gotbgaa, this is an opportunity of a lifetime, because
Mr. President, ko chepkondok kokochang'a chepkondok ingele ngap ko chinyo komeche kokasat korok, meche koker kole mara kokium maybe toko siling oeng, maybe toko somok, maybe okoi kakoit kwenut yun yekakolanda kole oye tos otescho. So kakararan kora imwochi ilechi kokium chepkondok chemang'ering cheyome okot keng'etin keale these complex apartments simangotepche chito kolen tekeng'ololi kityo. Kararan imwa ile kokium chepkondok chemang'ering.
Yeah, yes. Kokium enough money that can qualify us to get an apartment complex as we speak right now. The money is in the bank, and the leaders are on course right now. The leaders in that company, they are in the process of seeking bank and brokerage approvals. They are actually in the process of it right now as we speak.
Kongoi Mr. President, kameche kora kotateschi biik chebo kotab kachokosech mara imi sang yo kikose ko ameche amwoiwo kole timit notok nekichop Mr. President nebo inendet kondochin Mrs. Ogla inendet Enoch Kigen ko biik chebo komonut ako biik cheelewani ng'alekab mung'aret, so abwoti ale oyie mameche kekerchin sang, ameche kityo kimokechi siling ata. Ako Mr. President kakararan kora imwochi amu mara akot olebo Ohio oluni tomo akas biik mising kong'olole kolen lyon, kakararan kora koteimwochi biik mara kokosech sikobit makikerchi sang amu kimokechi siling ata asikobit ingian grupini sing yekialisiei ibote chealishe, so meshangan ile kikoib kwal Mr. President complex amakitescho kimokechi siling ata.
Okay. Initially, membership was $75. And you must have a minimum of 2 shares. One share was $250. So total of $500 for shares and $75 for membership. Like in America, there's one thing. They've already raised the money they need for down payment. So the members, they closed membership until March 31st. Amu, a bank that will finance them right now. So after March 31st, the members will meet and decide to open up for new members. But for now, the process has started. So go 575, save it for now, again after March 31st, and then I'm sure they will open up again for new members. Yes.
Kongoi Mr. President, kakararan kemwochi kelecho ye moker amu yekaoker ko u kele kekerchi biik alak sang ko tun obwa bichotok chekimalipan kaikas ile $75 membership atya ko $250 eng share netai ko shares oeng ko $575. So ochop kunotok amu ki nekararan kimeche kemwoun kongoi Mr. President, kimeche kemwoun kongoi timing'ung notok indochin Mrs. Ogla ak inendet Enoch, biik chebo komonut, biik che abwoti ale oyie kimondo Enoch, ako we are proud of you guys for what you've done. Agere ale wendi kotab kaa kitun kibwotinin chu Erick amu chu ko tuguk cho kikure legacy, amu bo komonut imete chi legacy netun kibwotinin, ako yekakokimit kotab kaa eng oli komuche kot kotoret biik chechang olimbo gaa ak tokwek cheterchin. Kwakere olimbo Australia ko kitoi akichek sako, ko kimeche kemwoiwo kongoi amu yeokimekitu eng sang otoret biik eng olep gaa oli. Ko ameche akur Osea, abwoti ale kakosubech eng yu. Ko Osea, ameche iteschi tebut kotomo atebe Mr. President tebutiet ne lazima ketebe chi age tugul, ko kameche Mr. Osea ngot itinye tebut itebe inendet ak iacknowledgen kora ile tokosubech ng'o, kimeche ketacha ak tugul cheosubech, abwoti ale kaoshean. Osea.
Kongoi Carlos Vitarono, kongoi President Gotbgaa Erick Kebenei ak nafas kai sacrifice and kongoi ng'alek chekai ng'alal ng'alek cheechen cheteche bororiet, ng'alek che agere agrien biik chechang ng'alali balozi kitinye biik karibu 300 cheisubech sahi chemi majo kwa mojo, mi biik chekakoshean kimwoe kongoi, agere on my side biik karibu 300 kimwoe kongoi, agere biik acknowledgen kidogo chekakotelel kobotech kong'ete kangetou akoi saishekab koraki, amwoe kongoi Ian Kiptoo kokakosubech kong'ete kakitou akoi saishek, kongoi Juliet kelen kongoi kabisa, akaleikat President kongoi chi nekikure Gerald Bito kotinye akine mtandao balozi chichobo nekile Tetaco kokakosire Gerald Bito kobun olimbo Nairobi County ako chito Maiden, kongoi Gerald kiacknowledgeni ak appreciateni kora boisiet nekiyoe ng'alekab empower anan ke-encouragen. Mi chi nekekure Nixon Muigai kosubech kobun kebebertab Darwin olimbo Northern Territory, kijanayatab principal neng'ung balozi nekinetin eng St. Patrick, komi kijanayani olimbo Darwin kikure Nixon, kongoi Nixon isubech. Erick Arap Maraba kilen kongoi mwalimu Erick Maraba kobun kebebertab olimbo Angari, kongoi Philemon Korir kobun kebeberta ni Owayo, kongoi Masiron, kongoi biik chechang, mi angot chi nekekure Benjamin Sugut Tangok ale isubet kabisa kobun kebebertab taonit neo nebo Sydney. Australia mi ine kekure Kipkoech Coles isubet kabisa kole mi ole kikure Jerome Westlands ing olimbo Nairobi ak biik chebunu takwek cheterchin president chang biik chekonin kasubet kongoi kora rubani arap chepkwony kakemwa kobun president akine nebo kotab kaa masikoityi imwawech ile what's the connection kikonektendoik ano America kotab kaa amu kotab kaa nin ako kotab kaa ni tos shianieni vision or shianieni ideology president noten down sikoiwalwech ameche kityo tateb balozi kochamwa ingen ile balozi kokaobe tebutik cho komi barak ngateb kityo cho local cho basolaek cho amu ole kokoit kotab kaa eng emetab America komi barak makoi kikombean ak emet nenyo nebo Australia ngele kimi achek sahi kakikure benchmarking kandoik tugul chebo emetab Australia orikyi simoshek ak konam notes amu ong'olole building cheche kotikeng'olole eng Australia tugun chebo domestic violence tikeng'olole kijanaek che ngap koit Australia kokwerie karit 200 ako speed limit kobune 80 lakini bune kijanaek 200 tikeng'olole tukchu ngwali kijanaek ale uyo graduaten kyosir olotok anan asimwa president koiwalu audit kotab kaa addressen ano issues chebo domestic violence amu that is an issue nakere kokoik a major on my side kebeberta ni emetab Australia ikibunu our community ngolimbo mashinani ko ng'olyondoni domestic violence ngo komot kyang mama otare akwege kityo yoto katit kele kenyor akui kenyor koko kele kiunot lakini emoni ko it's a challenge. Ameche kora siti address an issue kora president imwowech une ng'olyondoni ng'alekab mental issues ngemoni ng'wong amu kikere uyo kakomech koek a challenge ing acheket kemi kebeberet Australia. Ak kit age ko mi ng'alekab akemwa akoimwa ile kiwe kouriangan kasit ibir kasi for 2 to 3 years akiweke back to school. Nginyo emetab Australia education system neng'wa ko a little bit ainyoku community colleges komeche ko tricky kidogo chances anan percentage nebo inyoru fees akomi down akomi barak kabisa school fees chebo emetab Australia uyo sire chebo US. What's your advice anan ng'olyon ne neikochini kamang'unet chi age tugul nekakoit yo kokere kole sukulini nginyo nekilen Flinders ng'olole bolik ako kaishukanie Australia ako yu komakoi manda outside kidogo siasolen akimeche tiweke back to the normal status. Kit age kityo president kakoi kong'alale balozi akobo endangered species. Man kiacknowledgeni amu kakititili nebo ko akemi cho kikure housekeeping kora ngako koromit the culture yani every graduation nekewe nyonyo yu komainyoru muren chu kabisa ko graduateni ara sikelyochi president ango lagochu graduateni kitinye daktari kitinye professor kitinye engineers chebunu mashinani lakini mainyoru chuchok. So what is your advice ako oune akwek oune ngotab kaa when it comes to analyzing the graduations ngolimbo America kotos une a state nebo the boy child nebo let as president the last but not the least une president ingen ile kemwa sabari lakini matimwa ile ara kikenyoru ata ikai ngolimbo resolve and your first kikure the bottom line ng'ung amailand aniwe emet ab America ako kata subi kora kokakere uyo itinye asaida sola as a tax accountant anan yoe ifailani tax. How did you kisomanji anan how did you end up ifailani tax in kebebertab emet ab America?
Ako inas ko kotomo iwalu nobo tibik che graduateni kosir murenik Mr. President ko komwoiwech kitinye an engineer lakwa na engineer nekomite ko kochamwech kole when the boys go and sleep kole us girls we remain and study kole noto ko secret ne mengen murenik anan mengen kijanaek mongen ngot ko iman yotok. Mr. President, testai.
Okay,
President. One minute. Nga acknowledge an guys subet ang lakwanotok engineer. mi kebebertab California kikure Janet Chepkoker Rotich kongo engineer akere mi majo isubwech kobun California ako founder member nebo Ndonyo Mat eng emetab Kenya. President, kakakautie kora, how do you deal with biik Sangwartum, you know, in our community ketinye biik mata boiboen kotesetai kii ne kararan, lakini mutai kauriangan kasit ni kolacha kibo gaa koya muriat kobo gaa nebo makiborchin maket susu. So how do you normally deal with divergent views as in Gotbgaa?
Okay, Gongoi. I will answer. If I skip one, just remind me. Okay, let me start with that one. The Sangwartum, they are everywhere. That one, they'll always be there. So, but what we do with Big Chauja is, of course, you open dialogue. Lakini gine pamana go last bylaws that are functional. And I want to advise you when you guys are forming your Kitwek and hopefully maybe Gotbgaa Australia in the future. The most important thing, magato tinye a functioning bylaws or what government calls constitution in the government. So Amu in that bylaws, it will address everything, rules and terms of engagement. And of course, you'll have disciplinary action. You'll have a committee that is a disciplinary committee that will deal with big change in your was everywhere. So it's important to have that, to deal with that. But it's okay to have open dialogue, and continue your point, just listen to them, as long as it's respectful, it's very important to do that. And then of course, there are those who are not respectful, then you let the committee of the discipline team take care of that. Let me answer Ngalega Gotbgaa Kenya. It's a very interesting topic. This was launched by not my predecessor, but the one before her, Abraham Kirwa from Dallas. He went to Kenya. Rubani Chepkwony, a very hardworking fellow from those sides of Nairobi. And they formed the Gotbgaa Kenya, I believe in 2016. As we stand now, Mami direct legal link, but there's a social link. But right now we are doing our bylaws amendment here. It's actually going on. It's like a BBI. We're having our own mini BBI in Gotbgaa. And part of that is we are trying to do a direct link between Gotbgaa USA and Gotbgaa Kenya, so that when we engage, there will be no legal issues. And Rubani and I having talks. Rubani Chepkwony is the chairman of Gotbgaa Kenya, and I'll be meeting him sometimes in August. We have a Gotbgaa Kenya event in, I believe, Bomet or Kericho, and we will share that information as it comes. So hopefully by that time, our bylaw amendment will have worked in a way I can be there in a legal aspect. The question about domestic violence, the one thing, every culture has that, unfortunately. And we as leaders have to condemn it. We have to condemn domestic violence in the most strongest terms possible. But more than condemning, we have to address it. And as a healthcare professional, I've realized in the last 1 year, especially in a leg of COVID, people have stayed at home. So this led to a lot of friction. So what did we do as an organization? I can give you an example of what we did. We formed what is called a welfare committee that is led by my vice president, Janet Boyd-Kania. She's done a very good job, assisted by our treasurer. So this welfare committee is funded by the members. Members of Gotbgaa, they send money to the treasurer, and the money is used for many things. Right now, we are doing mostly COVID-affected members, but also things like people who need mental health. You will understand, for the most part, the mental health has been ignored, especially in big up Kalenjin. We ignore the mental health. We try to make it seem like somebody is weak when they have a mental illness, but it's not a weakness, it's a disease, just like diabetes and then blood pressure and mugonjwa tagetugul. So when it's identified, we've had several conferences where we invite psychologists. And one of our members, Dr. Bore, is a wonderful psychologist, which he can actually, you guys can tap from him, Bwana I'll give you his links. He offers community service. You can talk to your members. You can have a Zoom meeting with him. He's had several with us, Gotbgaa members, and even live meetings. And we also have Pastor Chemagar, a very good, and Pastor Kendago. These are people that help us, and they are psychologists. So they are trained psychologists. So they will talk to your people, and in Nguti, they are from home. They can talk to you in Nguti, and people will understand. And then also in our local chapters, now Australia is big. You should also have local chapters, and then identify people that are professionals in those areas that can help members. We also have a hotline. Within a hotline that we established for people that need counseling. Like I say, mental health is real, and we are addressing it head on. We are not sweeping it chini ya maji. We are addressing it head on. Last our people, especially in this country. So not to add on that, anybody that is out here, picture me outside Kenya, reach out to leaders. It's okay to reach out to leaders. And give me America, we have a hotline. We can share that, where you can call and speak to a professional confidentially. That is the issue with the mental health. And then the next question you ask about how I do my side hustle number taxes. Yeah, that one, I took there's some online classes I took a few years back. And then, it's just a side hustle that I get to do between January and April when people are filing taxes in this country. And I encourage anybody that is in America, that is actually a very easy money-making tool here in this country. The immediate AI side hustle, like that, you take some online courses through the IRS. And then again, like I said earlier about self-initiative, you do that. You just go to the IRS website and you take those online qualifications, and you get qualified, you become a tax preparer. It's easier if you're an accountant, if you're good with numbers. If you're not good with numbers, let those who are good in maths to do that, and they can help you. I think that is the other question. Any other question that you asked, Uni?
Kongoi Mr. President ne abwati ale kaiwalu ne karibu tebutik chotok kakatebosea kimeche kemwa kongoi ing chi age tugul ne isubet ko kameche atesyin na kemwa akobo mental health ak counselors bo komonut kitinye eng iman ko ya kemwa professionals chemitei ako biik chekiotaban kotinye PhD ing psychology, yani biik chemi barak kabisa. Notok Dr. Bore ko one of the best counselors in the state of Texas. Yemakar akine koborye ng'alekab PhD in counseling ing kebebertab North Carolina ak Michigan. Dr. Kendakor ko chito kora nekisomanchi ng'alechu mitei chu kikure family ak chuto chebe mental health. So bo komonut bichotok ako biik chetoretech ako biik chetoreti. So urikyi anan okur kandoik sikobit kotoretok. Mr. President, kakeng'alal eng yu kaketeb mara kakoker chi angen ale kere chi tugul akokose kole kotebe kole nekie kakebwa banda kwer karibu 2 hours anan 1 hour ake. Kotokotebe chi kole ara Mr. President ni Mr. Erick Kebenei President kotos imi kityo anan kikebukenin amu mara kakoker chi eng yo koker kole ngomaya chichi. So kakararan kora kitebe chi tugul amu kararan kora kenai singotiko iavailable komuchi mara kotebe chi amu kikisomesa lagok, bwone lagok nyokotar PhD komi chemi koroni chelen kilya kikisoman kakemwa nekobo boy child nemi danger nenginyokowendi kosoman lakwet nyikakotar PhD engineer kou cheisubech eng yu mutai talen kokuskong komweiso murechu makokonye. So kikebukenin anan tomo, Mr. President?
Balozi, lazima itebe that question is
mara kosubi chi akokere kole maybe anyoru bahati eng yu so mongen.
Ane, first of all, Well, I've been blessed with 3 girls. I think they're TV that I love very much, and right now I'm busy taking care of them. So they are that's where I am.
Kongoi mago ya valuable. So mutyang ji nage
Yeah.
kullion Mr. President go Mr. President ko bariye ko reis ni lago libani fees ak to kya to kul. Magun jamnya Mr. President mange ngotito ko mite bute ngabe bertan bo ko to manyage go nini mwanga le ko chopalet ko ameja kora ko tamwa ko ngoi en bik che kikimite tugul ketau kotab ka biik che wo kot Professor Jerono, biik che wo kot David Kipkemboi, inendet Arap Kurgat eng North Carolina, Kiblimo Murgong eng North Carolina, ak wakili Thomas Kirui eng kebeberta nimbo Virginia, kemeche kemwa kongoi ak tupchenyu inendet Professor Rugut, boisiet ne kararan nekikeyai kikebwa kotab kaine ko kikwai tuguk che echen ako Mr. President kameche amwaun ale eng kenyisiek cho 18 ko agenge netomo misen komisen agenge nekobo Texas ko kiawe 17 kiamisen kityo agenge abwoti ale nekit kwanege netomo nondoitoi ko kiaregreten mamuch ait noto bo Texas kikoek amu king'ete kiu kebwa New Jersey nyakebwa Ohio nyakiitu anyoru kasi Nyalen ateb ale ameche awo ki nekile kotab kaa netomo amiseni for 18 years kelecho you must be kidding. Mesome kasi immediately atya ile kesom off kitomo ait betusiek cheyomokotin. So kiamisen akobo not lakini kiaregreten baadaye ko kiatebi kidogo matatestai kasit kai akwiten kokeny kasit kaitak so ako kaamisen kotab kaa. So kianyo 17 akameche amwochi chi neisubech ale kararan kotab kaa kikwai boisiet ne kararan kimeche kiwekyi kandoik tugul chekikondochi kotab kaa chebochin Magugui chebochin Arap Magugui eng olimbo Kenya chebochin Abraham Kirwa chebochin Cheroisi chebochin Madam President inyendet eng yo ak chi age tugul nekikondochi eng oret age agenge anan ko age kemeche kelecho kongoi eng boisiet ne kararan imuchi kolen chi a social event lakini kikwai tuguk che echen ngoit tuguk cheu chu kemwoe chekakomwoiwech Mr. President koumian chi ketebe kele miano Mr. President kerat chi ngap kerat biik eng koroni so ngap konyo chito kerat chito ko nyekerat chito ko ikose kelen opir chi kotab kaa kosirto chi kele obur kotab kaa ngap komi che kele sexual harassment che makimwa eng yu ko kakile eng yu nginyochi ibunu kaa olin siker chito kityo akoi kole iwendi jela ko mutai nyekityogu biik cheu choto kora so kikwai boisiet neo kotab kaa mi ng'alekab counseling chu kakemwa tukchu tugul chu ko kararan boisiet noe kameche awekwo kongoi eng akwek tugul chekakosubech kimeche kelecho ongeregistan tugul kotab kaa amu kikwai boisiet ne kararan kongoi eng kandoik Erick Mr. President biik cheitinye che kororonen abwoti ale administration neng'ung kwae tuguk che kororon kabisa eng neranik ko ameche amwa ale kongoi abwoti ale Madam President nekikomanda ak inendet kora Vice President neng'ung'et notok Jeanette Kania kongoi eng boisiet ne kararan newoe eng neranik kongoi kora Janet Ruto eng boisiet ne kararan ak akwek tugul kiyoai boisiet ne kararan akemwoe kongoi kina Ogla kina Enoch eng boisiet noto bo investment bo komonut ongetyem tugul keingian akesome Mr. President teinyo olebo Ohio teisungukan chapters siteimaketan amu bo komonut koingian chitugul koek shareholder nebo ng'alekab mung'aret amu yekikimikitu keyoe tuguk che echen ko kotomo akonin imwa ng'alekuk chebo let ameche atebe Hosea ngotito kotinye ng'olyo sikotesyi ko Hosea ameche ngotitinye ng'olyo itesyi sikobit kikochi Mr. President komwa ng'alekchik chebo let.
Kongoi balozi Peter Rauno chamwa kora balozi tatinye tebut aeng sikoi kowal president komwae ng'alekchik chebo let akot acknowledgean kityo amwachini kongoi biik chekotelel kobotech kong'ete kakitau akoi saisiekab koraki kongoi mama Tarkok ilen kongoi aisubet kabisa imi chonjo imi lok imi tune kong'ete kakitau akoi saisiekab koraki mi chine kekure Cecilia Kebenei kale congratulations ipongezani president ak kasit noe. Mi chi nekekure Pila Kirau kale ami kabisa kale otesyo kale mi kabisa locked isubi mi chi kandoindet nekifounder member nekikure Keswang olimbo Western anan Sydney kikure Isaac Serem kale atekani notes kabisa mchonjo biikab Australia. Mi chi kora biik tugul kipkoech biik tugul chebo Australia tugul cheko tunen cheko streamen kongoi ani solidarity Silas Arabet komong'u biikab Australia ngaka mi biik kabisa lakini tiponyoru kabisa ami kityo laikan oshean biik chekama akoingian kora YouTube yun kora subscriber kora sikosikyi kenyoru tetutichu en saisiek tugul en betusiek tugul. President atinye tebut kamwa balozi ko acknowledge leaders chekikwai kasit founder members chekirwotito akobo kotab gaa akoi ole kokoit. Tos nee neitinye simoe kityo kwanetkei in president bororietab Kalenjin ngosobe chito akoyai kit nekararan komakimwoe lakini yakakotangul jombishek anan ko kakotiar kitonget siketoi kesal chito kele kiyai boisiet kele what is your plan ane ng'etutik cheyoe kerecognizen these heroes chekikwai boisiet nebo your predecessors chekikobwa eng taing'ung chukitou kotab gaa. Tos otinye tetut nebo keacknowledgean anan kerecognizen bichu simakoek kityo kimwoe kityo akoba betusiek kunotok. Kit age kityo netameche kora sititeshi president ko ng'olyondoni chichep Kalenjin yo kiyoe kiy nekararan kuni kotikomi sang lakini yani komeoni ameche kityo just amu kitinye challenge when we try to start our own chapters probably in olebo Australia ketinye different classes mi biik chaketi mi chokoti koitu mi biik choki kakoit biik alake ko kakonam tugun chekwak koba standard nebo class age nemakeityin ak professional ichu kora. What is your advice nebo this amu ngap kerononi hata program with balozi ngap ileni invite ana professional ilechi kami an opportunity yu tos ng'ololchi biik anan advice akole I am busy kiliochini kora professional chechok sikoek so available angot pertinent issues chetesetai in our communities in Kenya angot in terms of leaders chekikwee koma participate in the professional mi kityo ko spectators mutai kait kasit kolacha kokere kikwai emet koyerng'ing but they don't participate pertinent issues. Nebo let president kone like what's your future after president nebo kotab gaa what's your next atos anan ibitesetai koinas anan ibitesetai ak ng'alekab accounting anan tos koiro ile this one it can be a springboard nebo amu itinye leadership skills ak itinye leadership skills kabisa. Ak kit age president ne tetutik cheitinye kora si at least iitu emoni bo Australia ni sungukan olebo Australia irachech amu this kotab gaa tos tikomi aliwech ole tos tike expanden kotab gaa koberchi olebo Australia after kakotar these whole other chapters. Ko nebo let ko mi biik chemi Kenya chetinye kamang'unet yakai ngap koborchingei what is a major challenge nekiofacen ing biik cheameche kobwa fair nebo kotab gaa amu mi biik chechang cheisubech eng yu ngap kimi ak besho kole chito age aja kale yai bichu ba America kyolen atyem kobolen acheng kila kieteno lakini ngotyem chito age so ilechini ene bichobo mashinani ak ne age netos inetegei our local leaders in association cheu chebo kotab gaa president.
Okay. Let me start with the last one. Now, it's been a problem. A few people go embassy, get a visa. So, but most people actually get visa. In 2019, the last conference, Dallas, 76% of the applicants got the visa. So that means 24% were denied. Our goal is to get to 100%. In all invitations come from the, as per our bylaws, they come from the president. So I'm going to give you an invitation from Balozi. You need to question it because Balozi, as per the bylaws, has no right. So, Gimeje, going successful your visa. 2 steps. Number 1, your invitation has to come directly from the president. Among the invitations that I send the same list to the embassy directly. So currently we are in talks with the embassy. Saying, what is the maximum they can allow us? Once we get that number, we can only issue those invitation letters. Previously in 2018, it was around 60-something percent, 2019, 70. So the numbers are going up. But our goal is to get to 100%. So I'm going to get, if I send 100 letters, I'm going to go your visa those 100 people. As long as Guignoli, after the conference, go back home. And then if you want to come back later, it is up to you. Because if you come and then overstay the visa during the first visit, a good problem, the embassy will flag our organization. So I'm going very clear on that. Okay, so we need to make sure, number one, that the letter comes from the president, and we have our official email, gopresident@gotbgaainternational.org, and that's the best way to reach me. Our loan, the best way is go to president@gotbgaainternational.org. Yeah, go an email, I will reply. I'm very good at replying emails. I'm going to give you email. Sometimes if I don't have your number, it will be hard to answer. So, but email, I will read it. I check my email skill every day. So that one will go on there. And number two, the questions never, if I want to come to Australia. Of course, I would love to come to Australia. I'm blessed that I'm a US citizen, so I can travel. What I will do is, after this COVID, this pandemic is gone, we will plan to come there. Our way forward, professionally and socially, we'll take care of that. So, and I'm assuming you will welcome us. Now, on the other question you ask about our professionals not wanting to participate, I have to give you that. I've actually experienced that myself, but not here. The professionals I have here in America, when I call upon them to share their knowledge, they do. As a matter of fact, next week, we are having a conference regarding the COVID vaccinations for our members, and we've 2 doctors from our communities have agreed to participate. And like I told you about Dr. Bore previously, he was our psychologist, and we have accountants talk about money. We have child psychologists like Zadok from Minnesota. So we have professionals who accept, and even we have some from Kenya. So the only thing I will ask is any GitHub Kalenjin, a professional out there, if local leaders reach out to you to share your knowledge and be a mentor, avail yourself. Amu, there's a saying in English, to whom much is given, much is expected. So if God has blessed you with knowledge, with a pool of knowledge, with professional skills, share, because sharing is caring. So it's okay, to listen to leaders or people that have a platform. To Osea Kiprono here, and you said Gerald Bitok is on. He has a very good show. I follow him on Facebook. Or anybody that has a platform reaches out to you as a professional, volunteer your time. It's actually a blessing. The one thing that I learned, to volunteer, you actually get blessed. So you're a professional and they reach out to you. Avail yourself. You'll get blessings out of that in many ways. So, and for those that have shared their time and knowledge, I thank them. I thank them a lot. And then also for you to say with leaders, Gotbgaa, we worked very well with the local leaders. Kongete inception, Kongete 2003. And the current DP came here in 2006. We hosted him and his team of the leaders. We've had many leaders. We've had Governor Sang is our very close associate. Governor Sang, wherever you are, Asante Sana, is a good friend and a good associate of Gotbgaa. And we've even invited a lot of his staff to Gotbgaa over the years, from his deputy governor to his MCAs to his CEOs and also Governor Mandago is also a very good associate of ours. He's come to Gotbgaa. He came in 2013.
Governor Kiricho.
Governor Kiricho. I'm going down the list. We have Governor Chepkwony. He's very close associate with Gotbgaa. We have former Bomet governor, and actually 2 of them, the late Laboso and Ruto, not William, but Isaac. And Baringo County, we have a very good association with Baringo County. They've come here, they've sent their CECs, and we've had good partnership with them. Even Elgeyo Marakwet have good
Tanzania,
association with
Elgeyo
them.
Marakwet, West Pokot.
Trans Nzoia, we even have their deputy governor came. And then West Pokot, actually their DG is here, is a member of Gotbgaa. Their deputy governor is a member of Gotbgaa, him and his family. So, and I encourage other leaders that have not be part of Gotbgaa, association with Gotbgaa. I encourage them to be part of this because we are one people. You see, when we succeed as Gotbgaa, our people at home succeed. You know, it's a one family. So that's the way. So for you guys in Australia, if you're having difficulty reaching out to some of these people, reach out to us. We have contacts. Balozi does. Mimi and my previous leaders, we have contacts with these people and with the professionals, and they can, you know, be there to talk to you guys and work with you. And now to answer the question of acknowledging previous leaders, we actually do that every conference. We even sometimes give them placards, and as we are working on getting a building or getting a property, the goal is to commemorate them, to make sure we have a placard for Balozi as a founder, previous leaders, Teraisi, Faith, Abraham Kirwa, Cliff Magugui, all those, so that you can be remembered 100 years from now, you know. So, and we appreciate all their work, and even give them certificates and placards as time goes by. So that is important. It's important to recognize people's sacrifice when they're still alive. You don't want to wait until the day they are resting for us to start heaping all good praises to them. So it's important. Even small sacrifices, even, you know, we need to appreciate it. Yeah. So I think I've answered everything.
Kongoi Mr. President, kongoi nyeosea agere kasarta konekit ketarate tetutiet nebo betutab rani. Ko meche takemwa kongoi ngakwek tugul chekaosubech kobun tokwek cheterchin. Kiweku kongoi inye rubani chepkwony imite kebeberta nebo Kenya. Kongoi inyendet koi president nebo Gotbgaa eng kebeberta nebo Kenya. Kityeme akakas Mr. President kolen tun komi arawetab sit kiplononi kora tun kebwa sinyekebe Bomet tugul. Kikimi kebebertab Kericho, kikisubok eng boisionik chekororon, meche kemwa kongoi. Kitinye kora members chekikoba gaa anan chekirelocate kobwa kebeberta nebo Kenya, chekimite kebeberi chekikwai boisionik kina Karo Kitur, David Samoei, kina Kogei akwek tugul cheu mara osubech kemeche kemwa kongoi eng boisiet nekararan nekyoe eng kebeberi. Kikwai boisiet nekararan Gotbgaa eng kenyisiek tugul. Kakemwa Mr. President ile en 2006 ko kikitach inendet ne deputy president nebo emetab Kenya. Kikoi kora kobwane anan kibwa ak inendet Mheshimiwa Kilimo, kibwa kora ak inendet deputy speaker nebo emetab Kenya nguno Honorable Cheboy, kikabwa nekikosirto neki minister eng kebeberta age. Ko chang kandoik chekikobwa kebeberi chekiketach gospel singers kina Amy Koskei, biik tugul cheteche kikobwa inendet Bishop Koskei chekikobwa kebeberi ak akwek tugul chekiobwa kemwoe kongoi. Kikwai boisiet nekararan Gotbgaa. Kimeche kemwa kele eng akwek chekosubech members chebo Gotbgaa ngotomo iegu member, kemeche kemwa kele tiem egu member metebe taban. Mi ng'oliot nekemwoe atkan kora akameche kokas chitugul nekakile ngoit luget, ngokakiwach kokait luget, ko ngoit luget kowache chito melen teilen iwache tuguk cheitinye itebe ile kimi ng'o. So kararan omi ak biik singoit achonyo anan ngoit shida omite ak biik. So bo komonut mameche kityo mutai yenamin ki igurse ile ameche Gotbgaa ako momi ak Gotbgaa. So kararan iegu member ak iparticipaten. Kimeche kora kesom professionals ing olomi ing Kenya ola tugul oparticipaten okonu give back to the community in one way or another. Kimeche kiwekchi kongoi professionals chemi kebeberi chekonugei atkan kora sikobit kokoito eut kotoret biik. So kongoi ing akwek tugul, kongoi ing chekaosubech, kongoi chi age tugul nekoib boroindo keng'alal tugul. kokitinye inendet President Erick Kebenei nekotonyo namba 10 eng betutab rani kobun kebeberta nebo Houston, Texas. Kaokas bandanyi abwoti ale kaicher age. Ako tukchu tugul chu kiyoe chu kemeche kechergei. Ko kimeche kekonin boroindo Mr. President imwa ng'alekuk chebo let ak kemeche kemakun chemyach yeindochini kotab gaa eng boisionik chotok. Kakekas ng'alekab benevolence, kakekas ng'alekab investment, kakekas ng'alekab kanetisiet, ng'alekab counseling, mental health, tukcho tugul che kororon che koimwoiwech kimeche kemakun chemyach. Ingakwe kandoikuk tugul choboisiei tugul kimeche kelecho kongoi ak kechomok nebo man. Mr. President, kimeche kekonin boroindo imwa ng'alekuk chebo let asikobit ketar tetutiet eng betutab rani. Mr. President Erick Kebenei.
Kongoi balozi kongoi.
President, amaimwa kityo ngasam balozi on behalf of the team nebo Australia, President Jamwa, asom the next kotab kanos teni asom invitation nebo biik, delegation nebo biik 50 kobun emetab Australia tun the next kotab ka. Amang'u chang biik chekakoinboxen acho kale kimi banda the next kotab ka kebwone timit nebun emetab Australia ko to kesenet ikerwech invitation karibu 50 from Australia.
Mr. Hosea 50 kumakakoib nusu chebo Kenya tugul. So lakini kararan kimeche ketach biikab Australia, kimeche ketach president nebo kebeberata. Ngotepso komwa president lakini kararan kityo kele kimeche ketach biik chebunu Australia ak kimeche okot akichek kebwa Australia. So kianyoru boroindo besho anyo Australia several times, kiatembean taonishek chechang, lakini kimeche tekerutochok Hosea eng kebebertab Australia. Kitochok kameche kora kotateb, angen ale makinyoru kotab gaa nekoto kenyini kosubkei ak COVID. Tos mite kotab gaa nenyone kokeny anan ako maimwoiwech Mr. President ile cham okweitoi ano in kibetito ano ngot komeche kehosten amu kiong'etyi eng Texas, kiobunu Iowa, kiobunu Maryland, kiobunu ole tugul. Okweitoi ano ole wendi kotab gaa olda anan taonit fulani?
Okay. Gongoi. First, let me address Hosea. Hosea, I will pass your request to the board. Mohamed, I promise him 50. Lakini, we will get you some. We promise to give you some. I'll give the request to the board and we will get you some invitations. I will try my best. I'll try my best. Gongoi, thank you. Thank you. Gongoi. Balozi, to answer you, England to host a Gotbgaa conference here, it's a good thing for the city that hosts it. Olympics, I like to relate it to Olympics. So we actually do it the same way like the Olympics. A town or a city will offer themselves, and then if there's more than 2 or 3, people vote. So they vote, and the winner takes the hosting. Amu, it's a good thing to host because you get a lot of people to your city. It comes with some little funding here and there. It's a good thing, and you get to showcase what your city is made of. So the next one is going to be in Kansas City. So if Hosea get a chance to come, you'll come to see they call it the heart of America. The katikati kabisa, Kansas City go Queen kabisa, yani that's the heart of America. And it's my former town. So I can show you around. I know every street in that town. Yes, so that's that, Balozi and Hosea. And
Kongoi nye Mr. President, kimeche kekonin boroindo imwa ng'alekuk chebo let unless kotokotinye ng'olyo Hosea amu yekitar ketar program ko Hosea ngot itinye ng'olyo nemeche imwa kotom kikochi President komwa ng'alekchik chebo let imuchi imwa ng'olyo.
Kongoi Balozi Peter Rono, kongoi kityo kasubik chok. Kiwechi kongoi kasubik chok cheisubi chetelel kobotech biik cheyoiwech advertisement cheshioni angot kemboi kobun kebebertab olimbo emetab Kenya, kijana netinye talent nebo sautit koiwech advertise. Kongoi kora kirwa Dennis chito neyoiwech posters che volunteers cheyoe boisiet kot kiwechi kongoi. or part of us or part of these success stories. Noti kongoi korang big tugul kongete kingetau safari ninyo balozi kengete kesungukan kengete Canada angot kenyoru chito olimbo Canada kebwa Australia kebe Mexico kebe olimbo United Arab Emirates kebe Kenya kokebe America kokebe Australia ak kemi kerutoi kebeberta nebo wikit ninyone ketokchinigei kebebertab olimbo Italy sikenyoru biikchok chekikoba kobor eng emet. Safarisiechu president kocherech ngikas ole ki strugglendoi biik kocheng'e cho kikuren greener pastures ko it is a way of motivation eku motivated chito much kakotiem for one time komi nekikong'ololwech eng yu nekitiem mara 10 biikchok mochokan olaikani mochokan oshioni mochokan osubscribeni ongetech tugul chukisire kora ko it is a success stories chebo kenyisiek chebwone chetun akot ngimi kakokok sobet iwe kityo ile kitun kong'alale balozi ak president Erick Kebenei imakun ki age tugul nemie your team angen ale you are working under a very tight schedule ako ke schedulen this interview in a very short notice makitekani for granted Mr. President. Much appreciated, God willing. Ngoja muktaindet ketuye olimbo Kansas City Gotbgaa nebo 2022 by then. Kongoi.
2021.
2021 kenyinito. Kongoi nye Osea magun jamnya Osea kongoi eng boroindo nekoib sikomi kemite tuwai eng program ini. Kongoi ngi age tugul nekoisub tetutioni ko kimeche keweke kikochi Mr. President komwa ng'alekchik chebo let asiketar tetutiet nebo betutab rani. Mr. President.
Kongoi Osea for the opportunity. Kongoi Balozi. Netai ameche amwaiwa congratulations for these programs that you have. It's a good platform, for our people. Continue doing this, and I will share with my friends and the leaders so that they can participate in, supporting your channel. So for my closing remarks, netai kabisa the first netai ameje aweki kongoi my parents, my dad, Albert Kebenei, and my mom, Cecilia Kebenei. That's the one that I believe on the comment there, that's my mom. So the reason I'm a leader is because of them. Balozi Inge and my mom she's a retired headmistress, and my dad is a retired counselor. So I believe this leadership came from them, and I want to thank them for raising me to be the man that I am, and to be able to be out here being a community leader. Secondly, for giving me the opportunity to be your servant. Amu, it's not an easy thing. There's a lot of Kalenjins here in America, and they saw it fit to give me this opportunity. So, and I will work hard with my team to make sure that by the time we are out of office, Gotbgaa will be better than we found it. Thirdly, the leaders, all the leaders. Balozi mentioned the previous leaders, so I'm not going to repeat. Allow me to say thank you to all the chapter leaders. Gotbgaa comprises of many chapters from California all the way to the East Coast. So Ameja Wekchi Kongoya Julius Rotich, Chairman of California. Ameja Wekchi Kongoya Kalistas Kogo, Chairman of Houston. Sam Limo, Chairman of Dallas. Ameja Wekchi Kongoya Philip Sainer, Chairman of Kansas City. Ameja Wekchi Kongoya Zakaria Krugat, Chairman of Minnesota. Ameja Wekchi Kongoya Simon Kelum, Chairman of Washington, D.C. Meja Wekchi Kongoya Professor Changwon, who's the acting chairman of Ohio, Balozi Nguno, and the entire team of Ohio. Meja Wekchi Kongoya David Chumbin, chairman of Alabama. Meja Wekchi Kongoya Ngeno, all the way from the chairman of North Carolina. And all the other board members, that are not chairman, but they are a chapter representative. And of course, my executive leaders, I've mentioned them earlier. Very much. Bear with me, my AirPod is, okay, hold on. There you go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go all the other leaders in every capacity in your local chapter. So thank you for your sacrifice. Now, after that, I'm going to ask again, everybody in America, if you are of the Kalenjin dialect, or if you're married to a Kalenjin, please belong somewhere. Last year, we were faced with a lot of difficulties. We lost some members. We lost some Kalenjin here in America, and it was hard for some of them that were not members, but we came through. And it's easier, whether it's celebrating or mourning, it's easier when you're part of a community. Belong somewhere. Kutimi America, join Gotbgaa. Kutimi Australia, join Kitwek. Is that what you call it, Kosea?
Yeah.
Kitwek, right?
Yes.
Yes. Belong somewhere. Don't be an island. Kalenjin, we are communal. That's why in Kenya, because we are communal people. So we are not able to have small churches here. So a unifying factor, called Gotbgaa or Kitwek in Australia, is important. Because in Kenya, and you're planning to come to America as a student, as a professional, just reach out to us, be a part of us. You don't even have to participate in day-to-day activities, which I hope you would, but it's just be a member. And our membership fee is very low. It's only $10 if you do it through a chapter, or $20 if you do it directly to Gotbgaa. And that is one thing I'll say I would recommend. Make your registration lower first to accommodate everybody, and then you can have other programs that, those who are more blessed, they can give more to support the community. And then our partners, partners, and I want to appreciate them. Partners, our long-time partner, KCB Kenya, we want to appreciate them. They've been our long-term partners. Our long-term partners are Imarisha Sacco from Kericho. We appreciate them. We also have new partners that we are working on, and we appreciate them too. Gotbgaa Kenya, Rubani, you stood very firm, and I am sure the team we have that is working on the bylaws will include a strong relationship between Gotbgaa Kenya and Gotbgaa USA. Here, let me kick in my professional gear. As a healthcare practitioner, the last 1 year we've seen firsthand very hard times with this COVID-19 pandemic. So if you get the opportunity to get the vaccination, never COVID, do it. I've gotten mine. I have taken both shots, and don't listen to the naysayers out there. It will not make you go crazy. It will not make you become all those things you hear out there. It's a fight for humanity, and it's important that we take that when it comes. Angadala in Kenya, it's not there yet, but I was watching the news, and Mutahi Kagwe was saying they are ordering some vaccinations. So I'm sure it will get to you, especially Igeere, that have something going on, Igeere over 65 years or over 60, if you have diabetes, all those things, try to get that shot when it becomes available. I'm going to Australia, or say Kamujepatra, Nabalozi, please make sure you get yours. And then, of course, continue, being safe, wearing masks. I'm speaking here as a healthcare professional because I know these things work. These things help prevent the spread of the virus. And then, so that is something that we want. And once we all get there, we plan to have our conference in Kansas City in June, the third Saturday of June, third weekend of June. And we pray that, the vaccination goes on well. Our current president, Joe Biden, and his team, they're doing a good job at distributing the vaccines. And we hope that by that time, we'll be able to host a conference and we'll be able to have those members there. Now, again, if you want to reach out to me, the best way to reach out to me is, I said earlier, but let me repeat, is president@gotbgaa.international.org. Yeah, go email, who are you, and and we'll work together. Again, I cannot emphasize enough. If you're here in America, please be part of something, and I hope that something is Gotbgaa or Igeere Kalenjin. It's important. And before I forget, I will have one partner that has been very faithful partner to Gotbgaa since the beginning, and that is Kass FM. Kass FM, and it's all entire fraternity. Kass FM, you've been faithful to us, and we will continue with our partnership with you. And then for those people coming to America, the young people, or some people come here when they are older, they win green card. It's very important that you seek information before you come here, so that in your money, you are coming informed. And for the younger people, seek a mentor, especially somebody who has done or is doing what you intend to do. And finally, all the members of our community who are in the healthcare field, for your sacrifice during the last 1 year, and even as the months go by, you guys have sacrificed a lot. And there's also a group of people that we like to not mention, but I want to mention them, is the truck drivers. Truck drivers, if it wasn't for truck drivers, we would not be having food, we would not be having toilet paper, all these things. So all the members of our community that are truck drivers, truck owners, thank you very much, because it's the sacrifice you've made in the last year and many years, and the many years to come, that we are able to, you make civilization possible. So that's a group of people that I want to say thank you. And every other person that sacrificed a lot during this pandemic. So with that said, Kongoi, Ngoberag Mungu, and stay well. Thank you very much.
Kongoi nye Mr. President, nota ko kainendet President nebo Gotbgaa, President Erick Kebenei, kubun nganaset nota bo Texas, Houston, Texas. Ne kotonyo number 10 eng betutab rani kimeche kemwa kongoi eng chi age tugul nekesubech, kimeche kemwa kongoi members chebo Gotbgaa, members chebo Kitwek, members chebo Gotbgaa Kenya, kimeche kelecho kichomok nebo man. Kass FM kongoi amu kikebwa banda agenge tugul, kandoik chekikondochi Gotbgaa. Kimeche kityo keteschi kele ngotimiu ko ii lakwa anan ii chitab Kitwek neimi emetab America, North America, joinen Gotbgaa, be part of something, be part of Gotbgaa, keep proud of Gotbgaa. Eng akwek members tugul kichomok nebo man. Kongoi Mr. President, kimagun jamnyach eng betusiek chemite tai. Kongoi my host, notok Hosea Kibrono kubun kebebertab Australia. Kainenyu ko Balozi Rono eng wikino kebendi kebeberta age, mara ketokchigei kebeberta nebo Italy. Kechenge toekyok ak kechenge bikyok, abwoti ale kaicher age. Kimagun jamnyach ngobirun Jehova eng wikini, kimagun jamnyach. Kongoi.
Hosea.